Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, he is a true disruptor in the world of auto repair. His incredible journey just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
You know, I don't know about you, but anytime I need my car repaired, it's a hassle. I've got to block off time. I've got to go to the dealership. It can be a real beat down. You got to get a rental, something like that. What if the mechanic came to you? That's an easy idea, isn't it? And the man who thought of it is Prashant Salla. He's the CEO of Goodhood. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks, Jeff, for having me. I'm super excited to be here.
Absolutely. Well, I want to know how this idea was born. Where did you come up with it?
Yeah, so look, my background's mostly automotive and tech. Ever since I was little, I was always into cars. I loved everything about cars. And while I was in college, I worked as a mechanic for $100 a month. I played poker in the evenings to fund college, and then moved to America for a master's program in automotive engineering. Worked in the industry for 6 years as an engineer. And engineered the little check engine light that everybody fears. and really the way that we got started was one day I had a brake service done to my car. So I called a mechanic from Craigslist. He came to my home. I asked him about his life, and his name was Dave. He said, look, I have a family. I don't get the compensation, recognition, or the flexibility in the industry. That's why I work for myself. And I was like, wow, this sounds really familiar, kind of my story back in the day. And I said, maybe I can try to make a real difference in the lives of the mechanics. And that's how it was born.
Wow. Okay, anytime you're launching a new business or introducing a new idea to the market, it can be tough. What's been the response so far?
The response has been phenomenal. My first $250,000 check a few years ago from a stranger I met at a bar. And ever since then, people have kind of, really taken into the idea that the mechanic can come to you. Mechanics love working on people's cars in their driveways and, have a one-on-one interaction with the customer. The customers love the idea. Anything with convenience nowadays is really something that resonates with the people.
And you have an app, so people can do this on their phone.
Yeah, we have an app, Android, iOS, download the app, Goodhood. You can go to goodhood.auto, call or go through the website, schedule a service, and voila, mechanic comes to you.
No kidding. Well, I'm really impressed with your content creation. We're going to pull up your blog page, and as we scroll down your blog page, tell me why you do so much content.
Yeah, I think the biggest reason for a lot of these content is education. When people want to get their cars fixed or there's something wrong with their cars, they don't have the education to understand what's going on with their car. So we try and educate them as much as possible. And a lot of users read the content. They call us, they go through the website, they get a mechanic to their house. So really the idea is just education and information.
Sure. I know you pride yourself on assembling a great team. How do you go about finding your team members?
Yeah, so it's almost like a repair shop, but the repair shop comes to you. So think of, with a repair shop, you got to have mechanics, you got to have internal service advisors. So we have all of that. We have dozens of mechanics. We have service advisors who are on call. These mechanics are background checked. They have tons of experience. And more importantly, for me personally, I care about the soft skills. Are they friendly? Can they educate the customer? So we've got a strong, solid team and ready to take on the automotive repair world.
And I'm really impressed. I read on your website that you raised $2.6 million. I mean, that's a lot of money. How did you do that?
Yeah, so when people think of car repair, everybody owns a car. And it has been a problem in this country where when you want to get your car fixed, it's just a huge hassle. So when investors look at us and they think of us as a company that can solve a big problem, car is your second biggest investment. So Bullish from New York City understood that we are taking on a big, massive problem, and we've got the strong team to be able to execute. We've got the experience internally within the team, and they've supported and funded iconic consumer companies like Peloton, Warby Parker, and they view us as one of those consumer companies who can really solve this big problem for a mass audience in this country, starting with Dallas.
Wow. So right now you've got Dallas and Detroit as your markets. Tell us about the next few years. How do you choose the markets that you move into?
Yeah, look, with the funding, the biggest thing that we are focusing on is building advanced technology and operations to support value-add services to the subscription program. Right now is maintenance, but the vision for the company is a few years from now, you will have one app on your phone. Through one subscription, you can get any service delivered anywhere, anytime. We start with maintenance and we add roadside assistance, insurance, and so on and so forth. These are the things that you need when you own a car. And right now it's all scattered, and there's no one place you go. And the beauty about our service is the convenience. The focus for the next few years is to build a lot of advanced technology operations to build this one app on your phone, the Amazon Prime for your car that delivers everything anywhere, anytime.
Awesome. Tell me the mechanics, because I have to believe that they can't fix everything in a van. I mean, can they bring enough parts to fix anything that might be wrong?
Yeah, you would be surprised. Mechanics have the skills, the tools, and the experience to do 90% of everything that your car needs in your driveway. Most people think that you need fancy tools or you have to go to a repair shop for that heavy equipment, but the reality is you don't. You only need what the mechanics already have in their garage for 90% of everything that goes on with your car.
Sure. I'm curious about your own skill set, because obviously you're the founder and CEO. Is your skill set visionary? Or are you a technologist? How do you look at yourself?
Yeah, look, my core skill set is tech and automotive. And I try to combine them. And we have a big vision. We have a mission to service 1 million members in the next few years through one app, through one subscription. And really my skill is to get a lot of strong people together that align with the mission, be it technology, be it mechanics, be it anybody else. And I think we are on a great path to make that happen.
Outstanding. We've only got a little time left. Final thoughts. What would you like to leave people with?
I would just say, look, the misconception of you have to go to a repair shop for anything that your car needs is not true. So mechanics can actually come to you and deliver service in your driveway. And if you become a member with Goodhood Auto, you have one less thing to worry about.
Outstanding. We're going to end with the website, which is goodhood.auto. Prashant Salla, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks, appreciate it.
You bet. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.